What's up, y'all? It's your main man, your DJ from around the way, DJ Elite, man. Here to talk to you about the Here With Me song that I did with Bobby Staten. Just want to give you a quick overview of the track. The track is actually a sample of a song by an old group. I'm not going to give you the name because there's some producers out there that like to steal. Originally came up with it, I slowed the song down, chopped it up. It actually has 6 different elements of samples in it, and some of the samples are playing currently, which means they're stacked on top of each other for all you lames out there. But now when looking at the elements of the song, we actually have different, a lot of different elements. Like I said, you have the sample, you have live piano, live bass, live lead guitar, and then you also have live drums, as well as quite a few digital synthesizer sounds as well in the song. Yeah, man, so the track, I originally made the track, it was for a slower rap style. And once I made this track actually 2008. And once I made the track, a lot of times what happens with producers is they'll make tons of tracks, and then they'll just put it in the waiting for the right person to hear it folder. And that's what happened to this song. This song actually sat for about a year before Bobby actually heard the song. Me and Bobby are like brothers from another mother. It's like when I think he says it. And Bobby was in town one weekend. Came through the studio and heard the song and was like, Brandon, I really need this. I really need this track. And for all the producers out there who can relate, it's as a producer, there are a lot of people that come up to you like, man, I can sing, or man, I can rap. Let me get in the studio. Let me get a track. Let me sing some background vocals or something like that. And being a nice guy that I am, a lot of times, what I used to do was allow people to come through, record, and when they got through, it really wasn't the type of quality that I'm looking for. I don't know if y'all know, but Hi-Q and the Hi-Q Muzik production stands for high quality. Everything I do, from the sound to what we deliver, I like to be the highest quality possible. And I really felt Bobby was in that category. And so Bobby heard the song, he was like, man, I think I can do something to it. So I gave him the track. He went home, wrote a song, and came back. And when he came back, I really wasn't anticipating a lot. But Bobby actually put his foot in this song, man. We recorded, and by this being Bobby's really first time in the studio, Bobby had a lot of rawness to him, to his voice, which I actually liked. A couple takes to get everything how he wanted it, but I think you'll be very pleased with the track. Also, this is my first, this is my debut as a rapper. I don't consider myself a rapper, but the whole situation panned down to this. We wanted a rapper to have the first 8 bars on the track. And in production purposes, we didn't have a rapper yet, so I was like, what? Me and Bobby sat down, wrote a quick 8, and I laid the 8. I had all intents and purposes of bringing in a lyricist to actually, rewrite his own verse and lay the 8. However, people started hearing the track. I started letting some of my other producer friends hear the track, and they were like, man, you really need to keep this on the track because it goes with the track and fits. So just put that disclaimer out there. I'm on this track. It's hot, but you probably won't ever hear me again. From top to bottom, this is probably one of the most complete songs that I've done outside of the rap realm, outside of the hip hop realm. And on R&B side, this is probably one of the most complete songs I've ever done. I'm proud of this song, man, and I'm proud of Bobby for what he did on this song, and I really think that y'all enjoy this. It's Hi-Q Muzik to the world, blow up. My man B State doing great things, and that's what it is. We holla.
Jesus, I can tell you a little bit. First morning I